Sister Regina Piracole is a Marino missionary in Cambodia. She runs programs for children, including those with HIV.
Most of the children we work with come from very disadvantaged situations. In Cambodia, because education is not free and oftentimes not easy to access, we support the children and their families in order to stay in school. Sometimes that's as simple as helping them to get registered. Once we have a child registered in school, we help them with all of their school supplies, their books and their notebooks and pens and pencils, uniforms. But then more importantly, because here in Cambodia the children must pay a fee to their teacher on a daily basis, we provide the money in order to pay those teachers' fees. Also, we follow their progress. We look at their report cards every month. We meet with their teachers. We visit them in their homes, make sure their parents are continuing to help them with their studies and their homework. So we provide the material support, but we also provide the personal support because every child needs someone who knows that they're interested in how they're doing in school. Also during the summer we run a remedial program for about 150 children. So the ones who sort of did not do so well in school, they go to school for 5 weeks during the summer, and that's usually much more of a fun program because it's not so many children and they get a lot more individual attention. We have two children's programs. One of the programs is for children whose parents are infected with HIV and AIDS, but the children themselves are negative. And so the main focus of that program is to make sure that those children get an education, because oftentimes their family situations have been so difficult. The parents have been sick, or the parents may even have died. And so those children we put in foster care. The children who still live with their parents, we help them with social support for rent and for food and for education. But that program for the children who are impacted by AIDS focuses mainly on their education. Then we have a second program, and this is for children who themselves are HIV positive. We have 92 children who live in our residential homes. We have 7 homes, and each home has about 13 children taken care of by 4 or 5 caregivers. And in those homes, we are completely responsible for those children. We provide them with all their life needs, their homes, their caretakers, their food, their education. We have another 136 children who live either with 1 or 2 of their parents or an extended family. And in those situations, we provide the families with whatever assistance they need. Sometimes it's food support, sometimes it's rent, sometimes it's to help the child go to school. I think when children, or when anyone, has their basic needs met, then they can be concerned about things other than themselves. But if your life is so challenged because of illness or because of poverty, you spend every day, all day, just trying to make the ends meet. I think if we help our children both to get an education for their future, and it's not just an education that comes out of books, but it's an education that helps the child understand and the family understand that they have a responsibility beyond themselves. They have a responsibility to their neighbor. They have a responsibility to build up their own country. We begin to build peace from the bottom up. You don't build peace from the top down. So if we can get children who think peacefully I think the world will be different.